In this video, we're going to create a social security number by just typing in the number of characters, and then we're going to put in spaces. Then we'll make sure, in the next step, to make sure that it input 9 characters in there. So what we'll do here is we're going to type in cout, enter your social security number, and then we have a social security number already. So social security number, we do get line, and we're going to do, and you can actually do this as a sit in, but let's continue with the get line. So we're going to get line, where are we getting it from? From the keyboard input, and we're going to put it in social security number. Then we'll just print out, for now we'll just print out the length is, and ss num.length. So let's just test this now and make sure that we're got that part right. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should give us 9 as the string length, which it did. So now the first thing we want to do here is we want to put, after the first 3 characters, we want to put in a dash. So we're going to do snum.insert, and then where are we going to insert? In the 3rd character. Now remember, 0, 1, 2. So we put a 3 here. It's technically the 4th character. And then what do we want to put in? We're going to put in a dash. And why did I get in here? What am I missing wrong? This actually is a string. So let's do this. And that takes care of that. Then we'll do cout your is, and we're testing it every bit of the way without using debug. No, debug is your friend. So let's see how this works. We should have 1, 2, 3 dash, and then the rest. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so we put it in there. So that works out good. Now we're going to do the same thing. Only now what we want to do is we want to put it in the 6th spot. So now let's see what happens. And there is a formatted social security number. So now what we want to do is we want to check to make sure that the length is 9. So you would put that in a while loop. So let's go in here, and we're going to do. And we'll do while. And you could actually go and do it like 15 different ways. I just feel like doing it this right now. Do while. Need data. The infamous need data. So this is an error because we don't have a Boolean called need data. So we will create one. So we have this here. So just to be on the safe side, we're going to put the need data here equals true. We could have put it outside the loop, really doesn't matter. So we're entering our social security number, blah, 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 blah. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's see, get line in here. Then we're going to do if we're going to do the sn dot length does not equal 9, or actually if it equals 9. We'll do this first, and then we may change it around, and I'll explain why. And then we'll do else. And we're missing one thing. Anybody want to see what we're missing in the if statement? Else. All right, anybody see the error here? Going once, going twice. All right, so what's going to happen if it's 9? It's going to print this. Then it's going to go back to while need data. What's need data going to be?
Your social number.
It's going to, no, need data is going to be true. Because, so here we have to set this to need data equals false. Otherwise, we'll never get out of the loop. Now, I'm a big fan of having the smaller one on top and then the bigger one in the if, rather in the else. So, did you have a question? Go.
What would you call that need data true inside of the loop?
You wouldn't need it inside the loop. I just put it in there. But you have to do it. You'd have to either put it inside the loop or right outside here. I think I like to put it in here because this way you always know that you're starting off with need data true and you don't have to worry about it in here. But you could put it right above the do if you wanted to. It would do the same thing.
Even though it's already been declared with the...
Well, because the problem is, and that's a good question, the reason why you do it is you want to make sure that when you're doing your data, it's best to assign something twice than to have a possibly unexpected result. And when you're doing, right now we have the need data here, and we're doing it right after. But suppose we have another thing that we're getting information here, and we're using need data. Well, if we don't set it to true inside the loop or right outside there, then need data is going to be false, and it'll just go through the thing. So you want to be careful about that. So it's best to always just add it, and you don't have to worry about it. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Now, let's put in an alert here, and we'll just do 8 characters this time, or 10 characters. So we're going to test less, and then we're going to test more. So first thing, we'll just do less. So obviously, so now we need to re-enter. And now we'll try it correctly. And that worked. So this is going to make us do it until we put in the information. So normally, I always recommend putting the smaller code in the if. So here we would put if string length does not equal 9. So let's switch that around because I just think it looks neater. And then we'll bring this up here. This is just my personal taste. This is the way I was taught to do it. So here we would need to make this if it does not equal 9. So now whenever you make a change, let's test it. And that works. Perfect. Questions on that? So that is the insert. So our next video, we're going to use converting a ASCII code to a integer.